If you ever interrupt me during a rub down, there'll be trouble. There will be
tell you
trouble.
what, it's not a pleasant rub down, boys. It's tie liniment, and I tell you what, if you've ever experienced it, it's not pleasant at all. It just burns. It's like your whole body's on fire, and that liniment that they use is used to prep you and get the blood flowing in the muscles, and you don't want to get it in your nether regions because it is
sampled in your nether region.
It is great balls of fire.
Here comes Soren Monkongtong, who these days plies his trade mostly in Thailand out of the Eminent Air Gym. And when he's back home, of course, he is trained by Mr. Muay Thai Nuggets, with Brendan Humpty Short and all the crew in the corner, as Soren gets to take on the Contenders' own Zaki from Singapore. David Ella with the official introduction.
Fight number 4 in our card tonight, all thanks to Gumdale Demolition. Fighting out of the blue corner at the 72.5 kilo division. He's had 23 fights, 14 wins. Training hard at the BNM gym in Singapore. You saw him on TV, the Contender Series 1. He's here live in Brisbane tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Soren!
And who unfortunately popped his shoulder during the Contender Series, came back in the finale episode and fought Zidov and had a very good victory over Zidov.
Fighting out of the red corner in the 72.5 kilo division. 79 professional fights. From that, he's enjoyed 54 wins, 32 by way of knockout. Sponsored by Gumdale Demolition and Punish Fight Gear. It is fantastic to have him back in Brisbane. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Soren MTG.
One of my favourite fighters, Soren Monkongtong, who unfortunately in the Contender Series was knocked back to the womb by Jabir Askarov, one of the hardest knockouts you're ever likely to see. One of the hardest something else you're ever likely to see there, Hammer.
She's a bit of a knockout herself.
Yelping, you could do Shakespeare off. Final blessing and removal of the Monkong from Nugget in the corner of Soren Monkongtong. Zaki, who is a DJ. He's downtime in Singapore.
5 3-minute rounds.
Great DJs at the many clubs we throw.
He certainly is a bit of a DJ and also a personal trainer. Quite that lucrative.
And a lovely bloke too, Hammer.
Lucrative little business he's got running for himself in Singapore since the Contender has wound up.
And as you said in your earlier interview with Soren Monkongtong, a lot of people don't rate Soren as a nasty fighter. They don't rate him as a brutal, violent fighter, but he is a beautiful technician. Aesthetically, one of the most pleasant fighters to watch, Hammer.
Oh, he's had some absolute wars in Bangkok as well. Lumpini Stadium, Channel 7 Stadium. He's fought at these are for the uninitiated. These are the huge stadiums in Bangkok, Thailand, and they are where the best Thai boxers fight. And to have an Aussie being a regular at these stadiums is really meaning he's held in high regard. So Soren, mixed fortunes, but all good fighters, of course. Even if you look at the likes of the K1 boys, you know, they'll take a loss and they come back because that's what it is to be a champion, you know. Sometimes in the Australian fight game, a lot of people get too caught up in the you got to win, you got to win. And sure, everyone's in there, both fighters are in there to win, but sometimes a loss is not really a loss. It's a punch or a kick in it at any time, and it's a mark of a true champ to come back and really show what you're made of after a loss. And you know what, we saw Daddy Cool do it earlier tonight. He suffered a couple of big losses through the year, and have a look at how he come back like a true champion tonight, and took care of business against Benny Ritter. So that's what it's all about, the fight game. It's not just about the wins, it's about the heart, and it's about the spirit of coming back.
Got to say though, earlier on Soren did say that him and Zaki were very good mates, and it's showing here in the first round, and I hope it doesn't give us a preview of what we're to expect in this fight, because so far this first round has been nothing more than a glorified sparring session.
Well, that's basically the question I posed to him, boys, and you know, we spoke about it even off camera. Is that, you know, they are close. You know, Zak is a nice guy and very well respected and well loved.
But Hammer, what I don't understand, and as I say, I hope this trend doesn't continue in this fight, but if you know you've been offered to fight one of your best mates, why even take the fight if you're going to do a sparring session like this?
Well, a fight's a fight, you know, at the end of the day, and we draw back again to the circuits like the K1 and some of the other fight circuits around the planet. Fighters fight each other, you know, they're friends, but they do get drawn to fight each other, and obviously Evolution Promotions thought and think that this is a good matchup. On paper it certainly is, and I think on skill level the fighters are very even. I think Soren, of course, has more experience, but he's not going to rush it, and you got to remember he's just back from training and fighting in Thailand, and the first and second round is just going to be a filling out process for Soren with the red trim.
But that said, if you're Zigzag Khan, you know that Soren necessarily does start a bit slowly. Will he try and come out of the gate a little harder?
Yeah, but he's going to be thoroughly intimidated by this packed house, and all the hype behind Soren. So, yeah, Zaki's going to have to get in the mind space, get a little bit angry, and really throw down at it. But
they don't have girls like that in Singapore. It's a big distraction here inside. Even bigger distraction
inside the ring. Down to the body, to the ribs, and Soren really just feeling his way, looking for an opening. I feel he doesn't want to do anything silly, and he doesn't want to get a flash knockdown or have an upsetting loss here in front of this packed house. Fresh back, as we said, from a big campaign overseas in Thailand, and you're going to bet that Soren's not going to do anything silly. He's going to play the safe bet and just do what he's got to do to hopefully get the win. In turn, Zach really has to throw caution to the wind and look for an upset, because all the cards are stacked against him in this one.
Second round of this contest brought to you by Tricky Trev and all the crew at Gumdale Demolition, great sponsors of Evolution. This is Evolution 15 from the sold-out Chandler Arena in Brisbane, as Zigzag Khan of Singapore in the blue cracks away to the lead leg and the upper left rib cage of the Australian Soren Monkongtong in the red. Nice uppercut off the left hand there from Soren, and again.
Also one of the other great sponsors, Chopper Works. Check them out online, chopperworks.com.
Soren just pouring with that lead hand as Zach again cracks away to the upper left rib cage, moves back to centre ring. Good deep kick there from Zigzag Khan. Inside thigh kick from Zach. Goes to the right rib cage, just above the liver section. You can already see the reddening, I should say, on that liver and the kidney section from the looping round kicks of Zigzag Khan.
Nice sneaking overhand round right punch from Soren.
Uppercut again, rocks the head back. Now we are seeing some heavier salvos from Soren Monkongtong. Beautiful four-punch combination. Outside thigh kick. He's got more combinations than a Chinese restaurant, has Soren Monkongtong. Well, Zach across to the back leg there from Zigzag Khan, and Soren digs away to the liver, and a high right round kick, and again attacking that liver of Zigzag Khan. Beautiful evasion encounter. The trademark Soren Monkongtong, and Hammer now. This is the Soren we wanted to see.
In the clinch is very solid as well, and he'll just hang on and start to work the knee strikes, get the good points ticking over on the scorecards. Just methodical and not doing anything silly. Tight guard, not rushing his technique, just planning his shots. Strategy all the way.
The liver shot! The liver shot! It is an Andy Sauer style liver shot. He kept attacking it over and over again. And Zigzag Khan has gone down from one of the most gruesome boxing shots in the book. The good old dipping left hand to the liver. It'll do it every time. You can bet someone's going to go after it again.
Well, the body shot or the liver shot, it just takes the wind right out of your body. What happens as a result of that shot is you just can't breathe. You can't get oxygen into your lungs, therefore your body can't function. Have a look at Soren now, just chambering the knee right back.
Khan taking more hits than a $2 pinata. Here comes Monkongtong. Here comes the pain. This is the Soren we wanted to see, and he's brought the house down.
Well, just confident as you like, Soren, and Zach Khan just sitting in the corner there. That is going to be the worst place for him to be. He wants to be trying to control centre ring, being mobile, because if he's going to sit on the ropes, Soren's just going to attack him and take him right apart.
Hammer Zigzag Khan taking more flogging than you at a $2 peep shot.
I like to get my money's worth. Anyway, There you see Soren just chambering the knee, rocking the hip back and drilling it right in. And again, he just drills away at the body. Beautiful work from the Aussie.
Latest issue of International Kickboxer magazine with one of my favourite fighters, Bada Hari, on the front cover. Top 25 fighters in the world. Check them out. Also a great story in there featuring Eli Madigan and showing you how to properly execute the perfect liver punch. Round number 3. Monkongtong with a 10-8 second round, 10-9 first round, and now it is all for Zak Khan to do.
Oh, perfectly timed right hand straight through the guard. Zak comes back with a nice jab of his own. It's good to see the two fighters just nice tucked in elbows, punching straight, rolling off the shoulder.
Nice counter again, just leaned back, evading the round kick, then slammed the right leg onto the left quadricep of Zak Khan. He's got Khan pinned in the corner here. Uppercut from Soren.
Well, that's the real defence that Soren's renowned for, that rock back technique, which when the head kick comes in, a lot of fighters like to block it on the gloves, but the rock back technique is a good one to do, because the fighter inevitably is losing that momentum in their balance, and that's the time to counter on him, and Soren executes it beautifully every time.
Zak Khan looking very flat here. Not a lot of movement from him. He's not really throwing many salvos. He may still be recovering from that brutal liver shot that put him down in the second round. Staying against the ropes, allowing himself to be backed into the corners, and basically this is just Monkongtong teeing off at him like a golf course. Again he attacks that liver section hammer.
I think he's, I reckon he's looking after him. I've got to say that. I think by going to the body excessively, he doesn't want to crack him in the head too hard. Basically, there's a perfect opportunity there for Soren to get Zak's head and bring it down and get it to meet his knee close up. But he's he's showing a bit of mercy. I really believe that Soren is showing the Singaporean a bit of mercy.
Liver shot again. Nothing merciful about that.
After the liver shot, he should step through with that rear knee and bring it straight through the guard, bring the head down and get the head to meet the knee, close-up style. That's how I'd like to address my knee when I'm fighting a good friend like his good self.
Right hand, smack bang on the kisser! Smack bang on the kisser! Zak Khan down for the second time in this fight, and he is hurt.
Makes it up.
Referee Justin Gibbons just wipes off the gloves. Zak Khan back to his feet here. Monkongtong is just schooling the Singaporean. Uppercut again, puts a chin through the top of the head.
Yeah, and also the elbows. There's an elbow shot there. There's an elbow shot there for him, Soren, as well. A knee, a step through knee, an elbow shot.
In the words of John from the Cobra Kai, finish him! Big right hand again from Soren.
So Soren, this is when I suppose these guys have got a bit of a relationship, and Soren's looking after him, chops him down. Boys, I probably wouldn't do that with you. I'd just take you out, put you out of your misery early. Nice cutting through elbow, step through knee would do the job.
This one is all over. They'll go back to being friends again now.
Yeah, we're going to be friends later. Plenty of time for friendship. There's not much time for victory, however.
I called finish him in true Karate Kid fashion, and Soren must have heard me hammer. And he said, all right, big shit, I will finish him now.
Down to the body. He was set for the knee there, but instead of going for the head, he went for the body. Again, he sets him up, but just great execution, great techniques from Soren.
Right before the bell. And Soren Monkongtong in the winner's circle yet again. He did it by big KO, folks. Let's take a look now at a very special occasion, the opening of Hammer's Gym in Blackburn, Melbourne.